Now, who else do we have to trade away here? There was just one more trade. I got to keep Thornton. I'm going to keep Stewart. LeCavalier. LeCavalier's got to go. I'm not paying him $7 million for another 4 years. All right? So, we have plenty of centers. We have plenty of center playmakers. We have our one power forward now. Okay? We have a sniper. We have 2 snipers. Funny, Sunny, blah, 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 blah. You know what, boys? For now, I'm going to hold on to LeCavalier, all right, and I'm going to wait till the offseason to trade him because I want to see what our team looks like with LeCavalier in there, okay? Because we'll be able to afford our whole team now. We got rid of the players who were holding back salary cap, and it's not like I'm trading for a first-round pick anyway, so there's not really a point in trading away LeCavalier just yet. We'll wait till we see free agency, and we'll see how we can build our team, because I'm just kind of trading blind right now. I wanted to do that with Briere, but LeCavalier I can wait on, right? There's no young studs that I want to go after, so I'm just going to hold on to LeCavalier until the offseason. Same thing with Joe Thornton, all right? So Florida drafted Ekblad and Reinhart, 2 defensemen in Florida, and Nick Ritchie went to the Edmonton Oilers. All right, so let's do an auto draft now. All right, because we have no picks. Our first pick, I traded away all the picks in this year to bolster that third line. All right, my first pick was like in the 5th round, I think. All right, so there you go. Now let's go to our GM tracker. Let's see if there's anyone we can trade for here. Not trade for. Let's see if we can update the assistant coach. We cannot, so that's okay. All right, so let us go into the re-sign stage. Now, hopefully, I don't think Galchenyuk, he might be ready. But again, I want to be a playoff team this year. I want to be a Stanley Cup winning team this year. If they're not ready, like they may be ready to just play in the NHL to get some points, kind of like what we were doing with Connolly and Granlund. But Connolly and Granlund last year, they weren't game breakers, right? They were okay. There were some depth, but they weren't game breakers. I need Lofthouse and Galchenyuk to take over for Thornton and LeCavalier. So they need to be game breakers because, yeah, they didn't produce for us, but regular season simulation, they're both still an 89 overall, right? So, yeah. Okay, so Bernier is 88 overall now. Oh, he's got C potential. He might have lost his potentials. All right, so his reflexes has dropped down to C. All right, so he's starting to hit his peak. Now, he can still go up. All right, he can definitely still go up, and an 88 overall goaltender is okay. I think we'll hold on to him at least till the end of his contract because he wasn't the problem last year. It was the problem that we weren't scoring goals. And we have him for $2.5 million. So definitely going to hold on to him for one more year. Definitely, okay? Absolutely. Malcolm Subban, let's see how good this guy's getting now. Does he? Okay, thank God. He still has his BB, 75 overall. All right, so another year in the minors for him. Hasn't lost his potentials in the right categories. All right, so Malcolm Subban is still coming along. Lindbeck, still a good backup for us for another 2 years. All right, so our goalie situation is still the same. Defenseman, let's see this now. Hedman is 91 overall. Good God. He still has a B- potential as well. Look at this. Woo! And he still has the B for the defensive category. And his offensive category is already great with a B- still. My God, Victor Hedman, stud. Shattenkirk, all right, it looks like he's hit his peak. Well, he's hit his defensive peak, but he's a two-way defenseman. His offensive category is still getting good. But, I mean, even if he did hit his peak, a two-way defenseman at 86 overall, that's fine for me. Stewart, we're going to hold on to him for one more year. We can trade him next year. All right. Ekman Larson, yep. Oh, my God. He's 85 overall. It still has his B- with a B. Good God, this guy's going to be a stud as well. He's already a stud. Allen and Leopold, we might have to re-sign these two guys. Well, excuse me. If we re-sign these two guys, that'll be our top 6, basically, okay? And that'll be our 6th defenseman again. Our defense was 100 last year, so I don't think we need to change that up at all. Beaulieu, he's not going to play on our team because I don't like his defensive category. All right, I look at his defensive category as crap, and it's C for defense. All right, he's got an amazing offensive category, and he still has the A for offense. But he's a trade asset. How many more years left on his contract? 2 more, so we can trade him next year at some point, maybe next year's trade deadline. All right, not this upcoming year, after this upcoming year's trade deadline. So still like 2 years away. Rodney, no, we're going to drop you. You were like a trade asset, I think. Yep. Morin. Okay, we're going to, whoa, we should have sorted this. Hang on. There we go. All right. Actually, no, so I should sort it by overall. All right, down here. All right, just these two guys. Doucette. Braden Doucette, B-. I don't want to just blindly sign these guys. Yeah, he's not bad. I'll sign him. Yeah. Sign Doucette. There you go. Right wingers. Okay, so we have to re-sign Dustin Brown because when we traded for him, it was only a 1-year contract left. But look, he's 88 overall as a power forward. That's great for us. Still has the C potentials. And look, as a power forward, he has 83 discipline. That's what I really like. Okay, so this guy is going to be a good defensive power forward for us, and maybe complement a playmaker sniper combination. I'm hoping for. And he still has 5 years left in him. No problem. Now he does want 4.7 mil, but that's okay. We can handle that. All right, because we're going to be getting rid of LeCavalier in the offseason, it looks like. And Joe Thornton we got to re-sign, but he's not going to want as much as he does. Now, hang on. Let me see how many years left. It's the 2-year left contract. So that fits in perfectly with Dustin Brown because he wanted 2 years. All right, so we'll give Dustin Brown 2 years. All right, 2 years at, you can have 4.25, all right? We'll try to lowball him to start. Wayne Simmons, definitely going to have to re-sign Wayne Simmons. Brett Connolly, we're definitely going to have to re-sign these guys. But for now, I may just tender qualifying offers because I got to re-sign the bigger guys first. So hang on, let me get the big guns signed, the guys with the unrestricted free agency. Look at Connolly now. He still has his B for potential. Yeah, B for offense. And look at his, yeah, he's going to be, he's a good player this year. He'll be a good player. And next year he'll be almost a superstar. All right, so he's a good player. Brett Connolly has developed well for us. Chad LaRose, I got to re-sign. David Moss. Might want to let go of Chad LaRose and Moss now because, hang on a sec. Panic, Lemieux and Golden might be ready. Richard Panic, Sniper. Maybe I'll send a tender qualifying offer to that guy, yeah. Lemieux, let's see how good this guy's getting now. Still has his A- for the defensive category. All right, he's not NHL ready just yet. Still another year or two, but he's going to be cheap. We'll be able to afford his contract, no problem. Go down here. All right, these guys, right wingers. Schwartz, let's see how good Jaden Schwartz is now. 84 overall playmaker with a B still for offense and a B for defense for that matter. So he's a good player. Going to have to sign him as well. Palatz, we can let go of this guy. Otterize. Deverick Otterize. All right, that's a weird looking name. B, B-, not bad, but as a two-way forward, it's kind of a weak defensive category. All right, so I'm not going to sign these rookies just yet, all right? Gauthier, no, we can release you. All right, so Schwartz, the only left winger now. Here's the centers I got to re-sign. I got to re-sign Big Joe. Now, hopefully he doesn't want 7 mil again. Yeah, see, he only wants 5 mil. So we're going to save money for Dustin Brown, which is good. We'll give you 4.75 there, Joe. All right, for one. Oh, I should have tried to sign him for 2 years. Yeah. Damn, I should have tried to sign him for 2 years. All right, hopefully he doesn't try. That was a mistake. All right, don't worry about it. Stajan, Kelly, Pyatt, Terrell, Lofthouse. Yeah, see, Lofthouse is still in the 79 overall, boys. Jesse Winchester, I can release you. Kelly, I gotta figure out about these guys. Tommy Pyatt, gotta worry about you later. LaFontaine, he still has his B. All right, Johnson, let's see how good this guy was. Tyler Johnson. Okay, don't need you. Got to free up some space on my roster here. Lofthouse, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Galchenyuk, he's not NHL ready either. He's still only 75 overall. Yeah, so next year, boys. These guys will be ready next year. They can play. They can get away with it, but I want to win the Stanley Cup this year, okay? Lewis, we'll hold on to these guys for now. Okay, so let's simulate a day here. Let's see what happens. Let's see how much money we have. We do have a lot of unrestricted free agents to sign here, but we might be able to let go of Chris Kelly maybe and look for better free agents in the market. So Joe Thornton's back for 1 year. God damn, I should have tried to sign him for 2 years. That's all right. Dustin Brown, he's back, so we save some money both with those guys. We still have $16 million to work with, and who do we have to sign unrestricted-wise? All right, so I'm going to leave all the restricted free agents for now, okay? Just going to leave them all for now because I'm not going to sign anyone longer than 2 years anyway, so I'm okay with that. But I want to re-sign Chris Kelly. All right, he's 33, he's getting up there, but he's a great center grinder for us, okay? And he actually was our leading goal scorer in the playoffs, so we got to give him the contract. You got to. I'll give you 2 years. Yep, that works for me. That's the end of the Stamkos salary, 1.6. Okay, there you go, Kelly. Leopold, I'm going to re-sign Leopold and Stewart. All right, I'll give you 2 years. I want to sign you for 2 years at 2.85. There you go. Brian Allen, yeah, we're going to re-sign Brian Allen as well. All of our older guys up there, 2 years. We'll get 1 more year out of them, and then in the last year, we'll see what we do. All right, at 1.8. And we're also signing them. We might be able to trade them away in the offseason if we notice better defensemen in free agency. But just for right now. David Moss, I'll hold off on David Moss. It's 32. You know what? I'm going to actually let go of David Moss. Yeah. I'm sure I can find a better depth player in free agency. He's only 81 overall. Yeah, we can let go of David Moss. Leopold. Chad LaRose. We've got to re-sign Chad LaRose. 2 years, perfect. 1.5, there you go. 1.550. Matt Stajan, we got to re-sign Stajan. Hopefully he doesn't want like $3 million again. Oh, he wants a lot. All right, we're gonna re-sign him for now because I don't want to let him just go because he will have good trade value. So I'll re-sign him, but he may be a player that we trade away because of his high salary. All right, but 83, he's a two-way forward. That's why their overalls are always less than they should be. If he was a sniper, playmaker, or power forward, or he'd be probably 84, 85, 86 overall, okay? Payat, how good is Payat? I think we can release Payat. 27. He's actually got not a bad defensive. No, but he's only 80. No, same thing with Moss. No, we can release Payat. We can re-sign them again in free agency. So, but we have to make up some room for these guys down here, okay? So we'll simulate another day here. Simulation. Brian Allen's back, Leopold is back, and Stajan is back, and Kelly is back, and Rose. Perfect. All right, so we got them all. Now we still have 9.6 here. Now what I'm gonna do, because Simmons only wanted 1 year anyways, right? Yeah, he only wanted 1 year. I'm gonna tender qualifying offers to these guys. Okay. Terrell, Danny Terrell. I think this is one guy that I did want to keep on my team. He's not that good either, man. All right, you know what? We'll tender a qualifying offer for Dana Terrell as well. Natanen, we can release. All right, see potential. Panic, we'll tender the qualifying offer. We can maybe trade him. Schwartz, how much does he want? I don't want to sign anyone past 2 years. He only wants 1.7 for 2 years. That's a steal for him. Yeah, I'll get Schwartz because he can play in the NHL for us this year. So 1.65 for 2 years. And Connolly, I want to try and sign him as well. Let's see how much he wants. 2 years at 3. Oh, God, he wants a lot. All right, yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it. You're a good player. You deserve it. There you go. 2 years at 3.3. Not saying Simmons isn't, boys, but I got to save some money here going into free agency before we make the trade for LeCavalier, seeing what we are, okay? So we still have 6.4, so we can go out there and sign one big player with the money that we're saving, then trade away LeCavalier maybe, and then use that cap space to re-sign Simmons, Terrell. How much does Simmons want? Hang on. If he wants less than 2, I might just do it right now. He wants 2.8. That's a lot. Now, I want to save that money for now. We're not getting rid of Simmons, boys. He's still on our team. Don't worry, all right? I'm going to re-sign him in free agency. I'm not going to let anyone else take him. But because we held on to LeCavalier, I got to just make sure going into free agency I have enough room that if there's a player out there, I can send him an offer right away. Okay? All right. So, that's everyone. Yeah. So, we're going to end this video. Let me simulate up to the free agency. You guys can take a look at all the free agents out there. We have 37 players under contract, so we have room to sign 13 players. We're not going to be able to sign that much unless they're rookies because, but if there's one good player out there, we do have enough salary cap that we can try for him. So here's the rookies. I'll show you the rookies. Hang on. There's the rookies. There's a guy who's a B. It's not bad, I guess. All right, there's the rookies. Goaltenders. Unrestricted free agents. Thomas Vokoun, 85 overall. He was 90 last year. He ended our freaking playoff run. He's only 85 now. No good defensive prospects, okay? Or goalie young prospects. All right, now all skaters. Let's see, unrestricted free agents. All right, so we got Corey Sarich, Brendan Morrow, Mark Streit, McGrattan. So it's kind of weak this year, all right? We have some depth players. There's plenty of depth players, 83s, 84s. Plenty of that stuff. So that's what I mean. We can replace Moss. All right, doesn't look like there's too many studs out here that we can replace our first and second line with. Maybe Brendan Morrow could be a good power forward for us, but still, I mean, he's only 85 overall. So I'll just go down the list, let you guys see them all. All right, you guys know what our team is about now. But here's the question. LeCavalier. Should we hold on to him for 1 more year? Because we can still hold on to him for 1 more year and then trade him away, right? Because he still is 89 overall, boys. And I want to win the Stanley Cup this year. All of our young guns have gotten a little bit better, all right? Connolly and Granlund are a lot better now, so we do have a good second line now. We've traded for Dustin Brown, so maybe that can help Stamkos out a little bit. So think about it. If we kept Thornton and LeCavalier, we would be a good team this year. Now, if we're going to trade away Thornton and LeCavalier, I want to get players who are 88, 89, 90 overall right back. All right, so it's kind of tough because we're not going to be able to get young guys for that, and I really don't want to trade away any of our young guns. So even though last year was a bit of a disappointment, I don't know. They're still good players, boys. So it's a tough decision. You guys are gonna have to let me know. All right. Remember, our goal for this year is to win the Stanley Cup. Trading away LeCavalier and Thornton, well, guess what? They're 89 overall NHL starters. So we got to find players that can fill that role. There's nobody in free agency, all right? We have enough money that we can re-sign Simmons. Our team is going to be as deep as ever. We can go out there and sign some better fourth liners for our team, some better depth, all right, and just have a go with the season once again. But that's what I mean. We have decisions to make. So if you guys want me to trade these guys away, give me players back that are as good, if not better, with similar trade value. I'm not going to be able to trade away LeCavalier for like Crosby or something like that. Their trade value is below half. All right? And we know we still have them for 3 more years, see potentials. We'll be able to trade them next year, no problem. They're going to have the same kind of trade value. All right? Briere was 37. That's why he dropped down to an 84. Thornton and LeCavalier, they're still only 34 years old. So, boys, let me know. Let me know. I want to win the Stanley Cup next year, so let me know.